check out my new sponsor, MMOEXP. They're not the fastest in the world, but I'm telling you guys right now, they are the cheapest coin seller on the market right now. I'm talking $25 per mil, plus my code Bkindel will save you 5% off your order. Today, we're back with another episode of Rate Your Theme Team, the series where I take a look at your guys' theme team, whether it be a 50 out of 50 fully chemmed out theme team, or it's a combo theme team rocking two teams 25 out of 50. Either way, guys, you send them to me, I'm gonna rate you, I'm gonna tell you some ways you can improve your team with a lot amount of coins that you currently have and the strengths and weaknesses of a team and give it a final current ranking. And for today's episode, we are going to be rocking with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the team of the offseason. They signed the freaking ancient man and Tom Brady, got his partner in crime, Rob Gronkowski, and then you got the dynamic duo, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. The team's absolutely stacked and they're a Super Bowl contender in real life and their theme team's equally as crazy. So shout out to my boy Nick for letting me take a look at his team, give him some suggestions and rate it where it's at. I'm gonna leave a link to his Twitter in the description below. Go give him a follow at ClapsBTW. Claps, ya boy Nick BTW. Nick, you're like 10. What the fuck is this, bro? Either way, link in the description, go give him a follow. So now, let's take a look at what he was doing. I know I took a look at it before he was cheating, and first off, I want to say, do y'all not know how to screenshot? Like, you can do it on the PlayStation by pressing this left button right here. Right here. See that? See that? Press it and send it to Twitter. What the hell is this? It's 2 episodes in a row. 2 episodes and 2 episodes we've had terrible screenshots. Damn it, Nick. But we also got the regular theme team right here. The best you can possibly get. So we'll go back and forth here. He is cheating a lot with the offensive line. Reason for that being, as you take a look, the offensive line over here, it's just not that good. It's all low to mid 80s, with this 92 being their best one, and then they got 88, 86. Nothing crazy on the offensive line. So take a look at these team. He's rocking Jimbo Carver. He is rocking that Mitch Stonham, and then Jason Kelsey, David Castro, Ryan Ramczyk. So he's got a very good offensive line, and then he's got all Buccaneers as the backup so he can get that team chem. Then the only other position he's really cheating with at the moment is at quarterback. He's got Rich Gannon, it looks like, who obviously, that's not Tom Brady, right? He's got Tom Brady as his backup. How could you betray Tom Brady like that, Nick? And then running back, it is a little blurry, so we're going to go over to the regular one because I think he's rocking the same ones. He's got LaShawn McCoy as his starter. He does have this Cadillac Williams, and then his last one is Warwick Dunn, so he doesn't have the Barry in here yet. And then wide receiver, he's got Andre Johnson, who played for every single team in the NFL, Vincent Jackson, Keyshawn Johnson, Mike Evans, and then Chris Godwin. So he's rocking all Tampa Bay Buccaneers right there as well. Then he's got Gronk as his starting tight end, Jonnu Smith, and OJ Howard. So offense is looking pretty good. And taking a look at his coins, he's got 300,000 coins that we have to upgrade his team right now, and a shit ton of training. Goddamn. Before we look at the chemistries and everything he's rocking, let's just take a look at his defense real quick. Defense, he's cheating with Eddie Jackson, but he's got Derek Brooks, Sam Mills, Devin White, and then Jason Pierre-Paul as his linebackers. Really good linebacker core there. Troy Polamalu cheating a little bit there, but he's got the backup in John Lynch. And then I didn't realize how many teams Revis played for, but he's got Revis up to a 98 as cornerback 1, Carlton Davis at CB2, and then Mike Evans cornerback at CB3. He's got 2 Mike Evans on the squad, Anis Williams, and then Tre'Davious White power up. Defensive line might be one of the better parts about this team. They got Leroy Simmons, Albert Hainsworth, Vita Vea, and then Ndamukong Suh. Very stacked O-line. They're all big. They're all going to stop the run. They're all going to get after a quarterback. Bro, this team's looking solid. There is not a lot of weaknesses on this team whatsoever. It's definitely not one of the best in the world. It's not up there with like the Falcons, Washington, Raiders, all those teams, but overall it's very solid. He doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. And just to show that even though he is cheating a lot, he still does get the Tampa Bay 50 out of 50. You see he's rocking 50 out of 50 Tampa Bay chem. He's got 59 out of 50 lockdown, so he's going to get +5 zone on every single player. And then 62 out of 50 play fake. He decided to go with play fake, but he also has sprinter maxed out too. So he's going to get +2 speed. He's going to get +4 speed on every single Buccaneer player that has sprinter as well. Since he is rocking 50 out of 50 Tampa chem, we don't have the extra ability slot to replace anybody. Okay, so the easy solution here, he only has about 300k to spend, so he doesn't have a ton of upgrades in the world, but this Tre'Davious White sitting at CB5 get rid of him and put a random cornerback that played for the Buccaneers. Take a look at Mudhead. He's got a lot of options. He could put Jamal Dean there, be a good CB5, or even Sean Murphy frickin' Blunting or whatever his name is. That's going to cost him 30 to 40K right there. He'll have that extra ability spot and about 250 left to put. So I would pick up Jamal Dean, just put him right here, and on this team too, put Sprinter on him and then have the Tampa Bay chem. He'd have about 98 speed, which is insane for a frickin' 4th or 5th CB. So he doesn't have a ton of upgrades. We got to decide what we want to do, if we want to upgrade on offense, if we want to upgrade on defense. Defense, I think, is looking pretty good. I think cornerback, he's very deep. Defensive line, good. Linebackers are good. He obviously is cheating at the safety spot, so he's looking really good right there. And then offense is looking really good. He's shooting across the entire O-line, having his Bucs players be backups, so he's got really good blocking linemen. Tight end, he's got Gronk, he's got Jonnu Smith, who's cheating a little bit. Who is the backup for that? OJ Howard and then Cameron Braid. So unless he runs 2 tight end formations, I would sell Jonnu and then pick up freaking Cameron Braid, just put him there. Because this Jonnu Smith's probably 100K, right? If you're not running 2 tight end formations, I would just get rid of him. Gronk's a freaking stud. He can still power him up or at least get his 50 player if he hasn't already. So that would give him about 350K to spend. And the 2 upgrades that I think he needs the most on his team is wide receiver for sure. He's rocking Andre Johnson, Vincent Jackson, Keyshawn Johnson, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. He's got a lot of depth at wide receiver, but he has 0 speed on this team at wide receiver. All Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson's got decent speed, but Vincent Jackson, Keyshawn Johnson, his backups, there's literally no speed on this team whatsoever. And by us getting rid of Jonnu Smith and Tre'Davious White and putting Bucs players there, he does add 2 more Bucs on it. So give it 52 out of 50. That gives us 2 more that we can replace. So one of the spots I think he should is wide receiver. And honestly, I'd probably sell this Vincent Jackson here. So honestly, he can really decide between Keyshawn Johnson or Vincent Jackson to sell. They're both just really slow. I'm going to go with Vincent Jackson just because he does have him powered up. So I'll give him training if he wants to upgrade anybody else, if he wants to buy packs, whatever he wants to do. I would just go with Vincent. But that gives him another 60K. On top of selling Jonnu Smith, we'll say 75. 135K added to about 250. So it's 385K he has to spend right now on a wide receiver. And I hope you guys are getting where all the math is coming from. So there's 2 things he can really do with the coins he has that I recommend. The first being, we have those 50 solos that officially came out today, where if you complete all of them, you get a fantasy pack containing every single the 50 player throughout the program that you can pick from. If he decides to do that, the obvious choice here is to pick up Randy Moss. He's one of the most expensive, goes for 451K, and his stats are insane with 95 speed, 95 deep route running, insane catching stats across the board. He's the best wide receiver in the game for a reason. If he does those solos and can get him for free, he can upgrade at a lot of other positions. Otherwise, I would just spend a majority of his coins and get this out of position wide receiver Dion for about 300 to 315K. I don't think he'll be 390. I think you can get him cheaper. I think he can get him with how much he has. He has 95 speed, 93 catching traffic, good catching. He hits all the route running thresholds, 95 short, 93 release, 95 COD, 90 ball carrier vision, 92 break tackle, 94 juke, 90 spin. He's very good after the catch, and it would actually give him a much needed dimension in terms of speed on his team. And then he'll have Andre Johnson, who at least has average speed, and then he'll have a burner in Dion and then Keyshawn. And that's just one thing he can do. The main recommendation that I would do though is to do all those the 50 solos. It's a grind. It could take a while. I don't know how close he is. I don't think he's done it yet though. It doesn't look like it. I would do those. Get Randy Moss for free. That gives you about 380K to spend on a running back, which you need. I don't think the LaShawn McCoy is that good. Cadillac, Orndon, none of those guys, and you have 1 AP you can lose still. Well, another thing he could do, as I was talking about with those 50 solos, he can buy this Deion Sanders. He needs to play those 50 solos, 100%. He can pick up this Deion Sanders. That would be like all his coins. And then one thing I'm going to recommend, that I'll probably recommend on a majority of theme teams for the rest of the year, is with his free 50 solo, to consider taking this 96 overall Barry Sanders. This card's absolutely insane. He's got 94 speed, 97 excel, 97 COD, just insane ball carrier stats across the board. He's even good catching. He's the best running back in the game. This card's insane. I'm not sure if he gets human joystick or not, but if he does, this card's gonna be dangerous. But the best part about it is if you go back, if you guys remember his 93 version right here, his Team Diamond one, it got every single team chem in the game. And with that being said, if you power up this Barry Sanders, he will too be able to get every single team chem in the game. So he'll get +1 speed for powering up, +2 more for sprinter, and then +2 more for him bucs chem, +5 speed, give him 99 speed, and he's got like 99 excel, I think, close to like 98 COD. The card's just got 99s across the board. Will be an insane running back for this team that really needs. The only problem with that is his power up's going for over 600k right now, so it would cost a shit ton. He would have to save up a bunch of coins. But that's why I would recommend doing, first things first, you gotta play those 50 solos and then decide what you want to do. If you want to take that Randy Moss, just use him and then use the 350k at a running back. Or if you want to pick up that out of position Dion and then maybe kind of save up your coins and work towards getting that Barry and having him on your team with like 99 speed and just insane stats across the board. But now for our rating, this team is good. He's cheating a lot at like the safeties and the O-line of this team, which is fine. He still gets the 50 out of 50 bucs chem, and he doesn't have a ton of weaknesses. The only thing I'm worried about with this team is the speed. Darrelle Revis isn't the fastest. Mike Evans is obviously not the fastest. I'm not sure about Carlton Davis' speed, but it could use a little bit more speed. Same with Troy Polamalu, same with Eddie Jackson. And then we go over, take a look at his wide receivers. His wide receivers were by far the worst part. They're just too slow, man. This Landier, Andre Johnson, Vincent Jackson, Keyshawn Johnson. So that's going to bring him way down in my ratings, and he doesn't have a great running back. So his offense, in my opinion, kind of lacking. But I really do like the defense that he's rocking with. That is offense again. I do like the defense that he's rocking with. Not a ton of weaknesses right there. As a rating for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers theme team sent by Nick, I'm gonna go 6.7. I like the team, but it doesn't have, like I said, a lot of speed. It has speed at linebackers, but linebackers are useless in this game. Not a lot of speed in the secondary at all. Wide receivers too slow. Doesn't have a good running back right now. That is defense again. He doesn't have a lot of speed at the wide receiver position. Running back's just not good enough, I feel like, in my opinion. And then this Rich Gannon, I don't think it's the full version. Maybe it is. It is. But that's what's really bringing this team down. It's just the speed. I don't like the weapons on the team. I don't like the secondary that much. But everything else looks really good. Shout out to my boy Nick for letting me rock his Tampa Bay Buccaneers theme team. If you want to be in the next episode of Rate Your Theme Team, let me know in the comments section what team you have, and then send me some high quality pictures on Twitter. And like, high quality. None of this freaking iPhone on the TV bullshit. But if you do have a theme team that you want me to rate, like I said, slide into the DMs on my Twitter or my Instagram. Links in the description below. And while you're down there, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this series. The more likes that this series get, the more likely I'm gonna continue to bring it back every week. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,000 subs. So while you're down there, definitely hit that big red sub button. It's free, takes half a second, and you can always unsubscribe later. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.